everybody, how you doing? This is Alakai, and today we're talking about a box and opening a box that I've been so excited to get. It's a Classic Accessories Cumberland float tube. Just dying to get this thing and open this thing up finally. Got here last night, and I wanted to make sure I catch this on film so I can share it with all of you about what it's like to open this thing. Couple thing about my box is that I actually got it from Costco. I bought it from Costco, so it actually should be including fins in there too. So that makes a great deal. Get the float tube and a pair of fins. I think the fins, what they're noted to look like, is that they don't actually have a top to it; they just have straps. So it seems like they're for people who are using waders that have boots to them. But we'll take a look at that in just a second. Let's open this thing up. So it's a box within a box, right? We've got a huge white box inside of this brown box. And there it is. It looks like a whole set that comes with it. So there's a bunch of different reasons why I decided to get this settled on the Cumberland one. Number one, first and foremost, you're sitting above the water, so there's not as much drag when you're pedaling around. I was having some problems with my older float tube as I was moving around, and I was dragging in the water, causing me to have to actually work a lot harder. Well, this one you're sitting a lot higher. I'm not a very big guy, but it was causing me a bit of extra work, I feel. Taking me about a half hour to get from place to place within a little lake. This one's sitting a lot higher, should be a lot more sturdy. It also has the kind of boat-like look to it, where you have like the tip there and dual bladders. So it's hydrodynamic and should be a lot bigger. It's got a better type of air intake, and the valves are different, so I think you can inflate the tube much faster than what I was using. I was kind of having to hold it before, so this is going to be a little bit different. So let's open the rest of it up and see what it looks like inside. Jeez, look at those things. These fins are actually huge, but they're really good quality. Oh my god. It's called high thrust float tube fins, and it looks like you just insert your boot in there. The problem with this is I actually have neoprene booties, and so when doing that, it's actually going to be pushing down on this. So I actually think I need to have boots in order to use these things. But the one thing about these things is that, man, they're really stiff. Jeez. So it seems like it'd be really good maybe in the winter time when I'm using a wader set with boots on, rather than booties. These things are like rock solid, man. These are heavy duty. But they came with a set, so I think I'm actually gonna look at maybe selling these things to get back some of the money for this thing. Let's take a look at the actual float tube itself. Documentation and paperwork. How to do it. I think this PVC is probably part of the crossbar system there. Wow, it's actually quite compact when broken down like that. Just kind of a nice little tight cube. Here's the other piece of the slip. Maybe the connector part. Might be worthwhile to take a look to see how those things are done. Take measurements and pictures, and if I have to make them again, I don't have to take. Oh, I can actually pull it out of here. Holy moly, that's huge compared to what I had before. That's the what do they call that? The slip, or the what goes across your lap anyway. So you could go and measure things, measure your fish. But that thing is like twice the size of what I had before. I think of my little Cadis tube. the way. Let's take a look and see what this thing looks like. There's some patch pieces there. Oh wow. Oh wow, that is amazing. That is so wow. Hopefully you can see all that. That is completely like a world of difference between what I was using before. Geez, I'm just in awe. What I had before was a Cadis tube, and it was a U-shaped boat, but compared to the quality on this thing, that thing was kind of like a toy. Like, just the thickness of this material. This is the first time I've ever actually touched this thing. I've never actually seen one live before. I've seen plenty of YouTube videos about it, but it's quite amazing to see this thing and feel it. And comparison, I mean, look at the bottom. It's got like this nice, durable kind of bottom piece to it, like the plastic, the denim, and the seat, nice and comfortable. Lifts up, huge pouches. I'm gonna go ahead and inflate it, and we'll take a look back in a sec. All right, so this is not fully inflated. It's still kind of soft here, but it's about 28 to 30 pumps with my my airhead pump here on each side, just to give you an idea about what I'm working with and what kind of things I need to do for this tube. One of the things that float tubers need really is to get rod holders, to make rod holders for the side. I already have kind of a set that I'm going to be modifying for this tube, but right off the bat, just even the valves that are included here, I can kind of connect my pump to using this connection piece here. You just screw it in, and then you put it on this onto the hose, and it just stays there, and you can just work with two hands and pump it up, and it's really fast. It's like easily twice as fast. It's got a nice basket in the back. You can put a waterproof bag onto here, so you can keep your keys and everything safe. You can lasso it down or leash it down to maybe like the strings here. There's also a mesh area in the very front here. Hopefully you guys can see that. The mesh area in the front there is able to hold, you know, something like a hard shell cooler, which is what I'm planning on putting there. But just know that it's just mesh, so anything you put there is going to get wet. These are considered to be rod holders here. Really, it's just going to be spaces for me to stick things to. These two pieces here are going to be what I'm going to be using for my. It's going to connect here to the apron skirt. The chair is you can flex it any way you want to, and it comes off even if you want to lay down, I guess, if you want to do that. But you can kind of sit down comfortably and kind of get a nice little recline if you're interested. These pockets are giant. They're just huge. Let me show you how kind of these things work. I'm just playing with this myself. These cup holders, they thought of everything. This is Velcro down too, so you can actually lift the whole thing up if you want to. Velcro that down. These things are giant. I mean, if you can get an idea of how big these things are. And it's held down by this, zippered up by this little handle here, and then it's Velcro on the front here too. So you get into it, you Velcro it back, and you pull it back, and then you have this huge access to this giant pocket here. Oh, cool. There's like a zipper pocket here for maybe some of your valuables. Maybe you should put your keys in there. But I don't know if it's going to get wet or not. You're sitting above the water, so it's a little bit different for me. I've never been in a tube that actually set above water before. Normally I'm in my waist. This is like an insulated cup holder. It's available on both sides. And then there's a little tether spot here. I'm always looking for tether spots and D-rings because I actually take my my needle nose pliers and whatnot, and I'm constantly tethering them down to make sure I don't drop them over the edge or anything. The looks like it's totally yeah, there's the bladder there. And you can zip right up front here. That side I showed you there is completely repeated on this other side here. You can't see it from the left hand and the right hand side. And on the bottom, it does have an extra set of D-rings here, so you can go on both sides. If you are going to use PVC or rod holders that are going along the side, you can lash D-ring them down to these and go underneath, and then also latch them on underneath of there as well. This right here is, I think these are the backpack straps. So the idea with this thing is that you're actually going to park, you're going to inflate this thing, set it all up, and you're going to stick it in your back, and you're going to go down to your spot. So that's probably what those underneath, those D-rings on the bottom are for, to latch these things on so you can actually keep this thing on your back and carry it over down to the spot you're going to launch from. It's really light. It's amazing. It's quite amazing. I'm just in awe right now because, like I was saying before, compared to the float tube I had before, this is like a real tool, and what I had before was more like a toy. The difference in quality, the difference in craftsmanship, the difference in pumping, even the valves and everything, it's completely different than what I'm used to, and so I'm super excited to get on the water and try it. I'll do some more videos about how this turns out. I'll do some more videos about how my rod holders, I'm going to modify them for this. Hopefully the ones I have will just latch right onto it with my carabiners, and get everything kind of situated, and hopefully I can even get some videos of me on this thing. I should probably pump the whole thing up just in case, just to make sure it holds air for a while. But yeah, I mean, the quality is just ridiculous. On the sides here, it's got like a built-in kind of thickener, I guess you can say. It makes it thick, and it's not just like the soft material, it's actually like padded or something to keep the shape of the pockets. So really excited about it, if you guys can't tell. Yeah, looking forward to playing with this thing some more and getting out on the water. Take care, guys. See ya. Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Alakai, and today I am on Santa Ana River Lakes. I'm tubing on my brand new tube. Let me give you a quick look around here. This is the tube. This is the giant pockets. I mean, these pockets are huge. Drink holders. I've got my rod holder set up. There is another video for that. I will be sharing that with you in the very top of the video here. My first pull in the water with shrimp. Second rod is over here with chicken livers. I've got my collapsible net. I've got my hard shell tray, which again I will be sharing another video about how I made that. And yeah, I'm just chilling on my new float tube. It is a world of difference between what I had before. I am not in the water, first and foremost. I'm sitting above the water. It does take a little bit to get used to because I am sitting high above, and I feel pretty unstable right now. But at the same time, it's not because the float tube is doing anything wrong or the float tube is making it feel that way, just because I'm not used to it. Usually I'm sitting farther into the water, like here, like right to the, like my armpits almost, and water was getting in all the time and everything. It was a pretty crazy event. But because of that, I was sitting way low in the water, and I felt almost cradled, right? Everything around me was around, and it was fine. Now I'm sitting above higher. It is a little nerve-wracking, but it's just a matter of me getting used to it, because it is a different feel altogether. So, with any luck, today we're going to be catching some fish. I'm really, honestly, here to test all my float tube stuff, my rod racks, everything. The weird thing is, I know they released all the fish, or not all the fish, but probably about 700 pounds, 600 pounds over here in what's called Casa Corner. But I'm not tracking any fish here for whatever reason, so I'm not sure where they are. So I'm actually going to think about going over here more towards the pump house and see what we can find, because I haven't seen many fish in this area. So we're going to go and stroll around a little bit. Another thing about this is that I can get around way easier. Like, I don't have as much drag since my body was in the water before. Now I'm just like kicking, and I can feel myself like moving, like what is going on? Like, I'm actually moving. It's pretty crazy. So with any luck at all, we're gonna catch some fish today, and I'll see if I can't get it on video. Okay, talk to you later. Bye. Hey everybody, so it's been out here for about an hour now, and I think I'm tuning into the tube a little bit more. I'm a lot more sturdy on here. I'm way more confident is the thing with this now, is that I feel like if I wanted to go across the lake, I can do that no problem. I am thinking about picking up those oars, these 2-piece oars. That'll really help me. I'm looking over the sides. I do have room to kind of oar around a little bit. That might be good. I'm trying to figure out the best positions for the rods. On the left side here, I do like to have the front like this. But on the right side, what I'm thinking about, since I do a lot of rod prep, we'll say, rebaiting and whatnot, this I think I can put to the front one here, keep this separate, and I have this little 45-degree here, so that I can just insert my rod here and kind of do my work, and it's kind of overhead. So it's actually looking really good. Probably keep it at an angle like that and move this one over one more over here. So so far no bites, nothing like that, but it's getting a little bit more sunny out here, and you know, we're just hoping for some fish. I did see some fish posting up about 25 feet down, but they're really deep. They're at the where the depth of the water is about 50 feet. Normally they're not like that. Normally like at 35, and they're floating at about 25, about 10 feet above the bottom. This time they're at 50 and they're floating at 25, so that's a little bit weird. But I'm not seeing anybody catch anything. I'm really hoping to catch a few fish today, and we'll stay positive. Got chicken liver still, and I've got shrimp and marshmallows on the other one with a little bit of hot sauce on it, so we'll see if that scent actually helps. I'm not seeing anything right now, and the wind, there's like it looks glossy, but I'm actually keep moving around, probably because of the less drag on the float tube. So but as far as like kicking goes, I kind of understand the seat better. It was moving around a bit on me. Really, I think if I lean back more, I could get more propulsion, get my fins ready. But I'm confident on this thing. I think I'm ready to go and try the saltwater thing maybe in a couple weeks, and see what I can find, see what I can get over there. But I just want to really take it out today and see how things are going as far as like where I should set up the rod holders and everything, and see how it goes. All right.